Oh, that's a bit better. Hello, my name's Mel and I like to build out camper vans. I also like to go travelling and spending periods of time off grid now and again, mainly in the summer of course. But to give me power when I'm off grid, I put solar panels on the roof of my camper vans. And I've used monocrystalline panels, I've used flexible panels, but one panel I've never come across before, and that is a solar panel like the one from BougeRV that you can actually walk on. So when BougeRV got in touch with me and said, hey Mel, would you like to try out one of our 200 watt solar panels? Tell us what you think about it. I thought to myself, well, that sounds interesting. I'll do a little bit of research on this. And I came across a YouTube review video where the guy not only walks on this solar panel, he drags it through the dirt. He drives over it in his ATV. He even throws it in a swimming pool to show its waterproof capabilities. But the most intriguing thing is he ends up shooting holes in it, and to my surprise it still worked. And I thought to myself, well, I've got a water butt out here, I've got a 7.5 ton truck, I've also got size 9 boots on, and I've also got a little baby Glock. So how could I possibly say no to BougeRV and trying out their new indestructible solar panel? After all, seems like a lot of fun. But before we do any of that, let's get it out of the box, take a close look and see what makes this so very special. First, let's put this somewhere safe. And as if by magic, the sun has come out. Now, before I do take this out of the box, I just want to have a quick word about the weight of this. It is extremely light. According to the packaging, it only weighs 5 kilos. Doesn't sound that unremarkable, but considering a 300 watt solar panel that I've got on my Sprinter weighs 20 kilos, that's quite a lot of saving in weight, especially if you've got 2 of these up there. So if I had 2 of these, that would be a whole 30 kilos of weight saved. And weight means everything, especially in a van, when you take into consideration fuel economy and so on and so forth, performance, all that good stuff. Extremely lightweight. Now when I've finished with all this experimentation, because it is so light, I'm going to actually put it on the roof of my workshop, and this roof is quite fragile, so this is perfect for the roof of my workshop. Maybe even a stealth camper van because of its low profile. Oh, look at that. Could I use that for something? Probably not. So there we go. Here it is, the BougeRV, rolled up like a piece of insulation. Just take a look at that. Now this has got a self-adhesive back on it, and apparently this adhesive is a bit like butyl tape. It will stick to virtually anything, and when I put this on the roof of my workshop, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I intend to stick this down, so hopefully it survives the test I'm about to put it through. Look at that. How incredible is that? Yeah, look. There are no square panels like you traditionally get on a regular solar panel. So it has a big warning on the side here. It says, warning, do not tear off the waterproof layer on the surface of the CIGS flexible solar panel. CIGS. What does CIGS stand for? Let's have a look. That's interesting. I mean, I've heard of monocrystalline. Okay, so after doing a little bit of research, I've discovered that CIGS doesn't mean cigarettes. It means copper, indium, gallium, cyanide. I think I pronounced that right, but what that means is, in layman's terms, makes this panel extremely flexible. Take a look at this. We should be able to bend this pretty much any shape we want. I mean, look at that. You can pretty much bend this in half. That, I think, is going to fit any camper van, caravan, motorhome roof. Some motorhomes have got that big sweeping front roofs, haven't they? This would be perfect for that. I mean, they are fully flexible and they stay flexible. So it doesn't matter how many times you bend this, it hasn't got that weird memory, so it's not going to snap and crack over a period of time. Not that that should worry you anyway. I mean, once you've glued this to the roof of your van, it's going to stay there. But I just thought I'd mention that you can flex this over and over again, and that's what gives it its super strong durability and makes them pretty much indestructible. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these are not only water resistant, they are actually waterproof. Most solar panels are only rated at IP65 water resistant. This is rated at IP68, which means it is fully waterproof. In fact, you could actually submerge this in up to 5 feet of water and leave it there for around about half an hour and it'll be perfectly fine. Which means these will be perfect here in the UK because it does rain a rather disproportionate amount of time. And as a little side note, they're also rated up to category 4 winds. Not that we get that much in the UK, but the great news is they are snow resistant as well. And it does snow occasionally here in the UK, which means these solar panels are extremely tough, making them perfect for the brutal British weather. I mean, they are so strong. If you put these on the roof of your camper van, it would actually protect the roof of your van from anything like hail damage or branches falling down from trees. I've even experienced golf balls landing on the top of my van at one point when I was parked up at Mincham Common and there were people playing golf. A golf ball actually hit the top of my van. Luckily, it didn't hit my solar panel, but if I had these on my van, I wouldn't have had nothing to worry about. And they do them in a different array of sizes, including a 100 watt solar panel, which is half of this. It's literally the strip like this, which is half. So if you've got a roof vent on the roof of your van, like that, say, you could put these thinner solar panels down each side of your roof vent, meaning you can make better use of the surface area on the roof of your van. And I do think I will definitely be getting a few of these when I build my next camper van, so I can utilise as much of that roof space as possible, put as much solar on the roof of that van using these Yuma solar panels. They are absolutely perfect for camper vans. So what makes these indestructible? This is the question I'm asking myself. Why is it you can put holes in this and still use it? Let's take a look and find out. So it turns out the reason you can shoot holes in this panel and it still works is because it's got 48 bypass diodes built into it. Regular solar panels have 3 or 4, but this has got 48, meaning it's got different sections that are separate from each other, basically. So if one part does get damaged, the rest of it works. And the great news about this is it means it's actually resistant to shadowing. So if part of this panel is shadowed, the rest of it will still work normally. And I know only too well the importance of this because on my Mercedes Sprinter, I've actually got 2 300 watt solar panels, and last summer I was only getting around about 300 watts of power going into my power bank, and I thought to myself, this can't be right. I've got 600 watts on my van, why am I only getting 300 watts? Well, the answer turned out to be quite simple, because I had a tiny little Wi-Fi aerial that was casting a shadow right across one of my solar panels, making it completely useless. And I'm so glad I realised it was the aerial that was causing the problem, because I was about to actually buy a new solar panel. I really did think that the solar panel wasn't working anymore. So glad I realised that, and the way I found this out was by simply turning my van and facing it in the other direction. And as soon as I'd done that, boom, I got around about 580 watts of power going into my power banks. What a relief that was. But nevertheless, it did emphasise the importance of not having shadows on your solar panel. Well, hopefully with this panel, we won't have that problem. And that's why you can literally shoot holes in this panel and it will still work. Whereas if you did that with a regular panel, I mean, even if you've got a crack in a regular panel, it's destroyed, it's no good anymore. So although these are a little bit more expensive than regular panels, I think you'll find that they will pay for themselves over a period of time. Speaking of which, you actually get a 10-year warranty with this panel. I don't know of any other solar panel company that gives you a 10-year warranty, extended by a further 2 years if you buy it direct from their website. So I will put a link to BougeRV's website in the description of this video. purely for your convenience. If you're interested in getting your hands on one of these solar panels, just click that link, use my discount code. You may even save yourself a little bit of money. Okay, so with all that said and done, let's plug this in and see how it performs before we make some holes in it. Okay, well, we have been blessed with some beautiful weather, although there are some clouds in the sky. We've got the BougeRV 200 watt ZIG flexible solar panel resting up against my Mercedes Sprinter. That is plugged into my power bank. Let's take a look, see how much power we're pulling from the sun. And I can confirm we are getting 183, 184 watts, which isn't bad considering it's a winter's day. Oh, 188, will it get to 200? No, it's going back down again. There's a cloud in the sky, but nevertheless, we're getting around about 180 watts on this winter's day, which isn't too bad. And believe me, the sky is quite cloudy. So let's do a few tests. Let's start off by actually walking on this. What will happen if I stand on this so-called indestructible solar panel? I feel so wrong doing this, honestly. It really does feel quite wrong walking on a solar panel. If this was a regular solar panel, I've absolutely no doubt it would be destroyed now. There we go. I think I can even jump on it with confidence. It's not cracking. That sound you can hear is the stuff underneath, I think. I mean, if it was on a flat roof, it wouldn't make this noise. Oh, there's a little bit sticking up there. That doesn't look good. There's a screw, not a screw, a stone underneath it. But if I slide on it, can I slide on it? Moonwalk? I can't do the moonwalk, sorry about that. I think that'll do, don't you? I think that's proved the point. Lean it up again. Yes, we've got some dents in it where the stones have come up through. There's a few here, a few there. Oh, crikey, there's a big one. Oh, and that one. Oh, that doesn't look good. How are we performing still? The sun's come back out and we have got 200 watts. It actually works better than it did before. Oh, it's gone down to 50 watts now. That's because the clouds come out. The weather's a little bit hit and miss, but as you can clearly see, it still works, despite me jumping all over it with my size 9 boots on very uneven, broken concrete with stones sticking up from underneath. Yes, there's a few nasty marks on here. Oh, that one looks like it's gone right through, almost. Now, do I drive over it? Should I drive my van over this panel? I'm not that brave. I don't really want to drive over it because I do actually want to use this panel. I want to put it on the roof of my workshop. So I'm a bit reluctant to shoot it as well, but I feel as if I should for you guys, and plus entertainment value, as it were. So let's take it somewhere and shoot it. Okay, so I've got the solar panel set up, I've got my gun ready. This is, by the way, a Glock soft air. It's not a proper firearm, but I think you'll find it does the job just as well. Let's try, shall we? Oh, that almost went through. Still, I'm going to put the safety on and then we'll try something a little bit more powerful than this. Let's try this one. This is a 2.2, whereas the other one was only a 1.77. Safety off. Oh, that's a bit better. Yes, that made much more of a dent. Let's try another one. That was fun. How many shots shall we put through this? There's another one. Let's put a couple in it, shall we? Just to be sure. Plus this is good fun. Can't believe I'm shooting holes in a solar panel, but there we go. And I didn't manage to get my camera. Well, that is definitely damaged. Let's put some more holes in it, shall we? Just to make sure. Yes. Now, I do not recommend you doing this because it may invalidate your 10-year warranty. So please don't go shooting holes in your solar panel like I did. Let's have a look at the damage, shall we? There we go. You can see they haven't gone right through, but it's still damaged nonetheless. I'm pretty sure if this was a regular solar panel, it wouldn't survive that. Don't know if it would be waterproof anymore. Still, that was good fun. Let's plug it in. Hopefully the cloud will go and we'll see how much power we get out of it now. I guess all I've got to do now is wait for the sun to come out. There's a huge cloud up there. Let's hope it survived. So let's imagine we've got a couple of branches putting this in shadow, the shade. Let's do that, see what happens now. Oh, we're still working. Oh, we're down to 91 watts, 92. There we go. So it's still, we're still getting half the amount of power from this solar panel as we was before, even though it's in the shade. It is kind of bent a little bit there. Let's put it up like that. There we go. Can't believe that. Look at that, 161 watts. That's incredible, and there's a shadow on it now as well. So despite being dragged across the floor, trampled on and shot at, the BougeRV flexible CIGS solar panel has performed as if nothing had even happened. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed with that, and for that reason I will leave a link taking you directly to BougeRV's website. I'll put that link in the description of this video purely for your convenience. Go check them out. They do an array of different sizes and different fixing options. Not only are they self-adhesive, they also come with eyelets, so if you do want to screw them down, you can. And I'm pretty sure they'll have something there to suit your needs. Go check them out. Like I say, I'll leave a link down below purely for your convenience. So there you go. Hopefully you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now. Right. I've got to say, that was the most fun I've ever had making a review video. Brilliant.